Hey, great Friday morning, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Cesar Mascoro Jr. with Manufactured Home Sales Mastery in here with you on a mobile edition of our 15 Minutes to Mastery. We will not pass it up. 15 Minutes to Mastery every day of the week at 8:15 ish Central Standard Time. I apologize for being a little bit late. Had to run a couple things this morning, and was just getting logged in right now. But anyway, every morning we come in here, we share a little bit of information, we share a little bit of motivation, we share a little bit of perspective on the day that is and what is to come, so that you can get things going on the right foot. Because not just in manufactured home sales, but in any line of work, in any type of uh, relationship, in anything that you do, we all need a little bit of just support, accountability sometimes, right? We need that someone that we can count on, that is going to keep things in perspective and help us keep moving forward in the direction that we should be going, because the world is constantly trying to bring us down. So anyways, today we're talking about your mind, and we're talking about how you must be able to control your mind, because if not, as the quote says that we've got on today's 15 Minutes to Mastery, it says you either control your mind or it controls you. It's kind of like you either run your day or your day runs you, right? That's why we want to make sure that we're prepared for the day, and that we've got everything lined up the way that it should be, so that we can make sure that we're executing and that we are in control of the day. Well, the same thing with our mind. We need to control our mind, because if not, our mind will control us. Now, what is the best way that we can control our mind? Right now, think about this, okay? The political environment right now is so volatile, right? We just keep hearing, I mean, there is so much division in our country. It is ridiculous. It's scary. And just, man, you can't say one thing or the other, because if not, the other side of the line is going to jump down your throat, or vice versa, right? And so those things, when you think about it, as much as who's in government will have, or who's in power will have an effect on our lives, fact of the matter remains is we have no control over it. You've got to vote, yes, and I highly encourage everyone to vote. I highly encourage that everyone vote for change, yes, because we do need change. I mean, whatever your political affiliation is and belief, we need some change. But anyway, once that whoever is in power gets into power, takes that seat, right? At that point in time, man, we're done. We have no control. So for you to let those things consume you, for you to be that type of person who is just so just consumed by everything that's going on, and oh my God, if this happens, if this person gets in office, we're going to be screwed. And but if this person gets in office, we're going to be just totally bad. And so I can't believe we can't let this. And then it starts to affect your life. It starts to affect what you accomplish, starts to affect what you do on a daily basis, because you're so just consumed by it. You're letting your mind control you in that situation, rather than you control your mind, rather than you put it in perspective and figure out, do your research, figure out who it is that you're going to vote for, and then wait till the day comes and cast your vote. But in between now and then, live your life. Between now and then, execute at a high level. Between now and then, do the things that you have control over, which is making your life, making yourself the best possible version of your life and yourself. Continuing to improve, continuing to do the things that you need to do in order to make sure that your life is moving along the way that it should, right? Same thing with business. All right. You need to make sure that each and every day you're controlling your mind, so that you're able to execute at the highest level possible. Okay. For those of you in manufactured home sales, think about this. All right. If you go through a week where you didn't sell anything, what happens at that point? Are you stressing? Do you start gripping? Do you start worrying? Do you start wondering if you're even going to be able to sell something the following week? Do you let yourself get consumed by that to the point where you will then take a bad deal, knowing it's a bad deal, just to convince yourself that you actually took a deal. That, my friends, is far worse than simply understanding, you know what? Looking back at the week, well, what did I not do or what did I do that caused me to not get something sold, to not get a brand new deal this week? And then own it, accept it, and then decide that you're going to change that, right? And make the steps, make the necessary steps to change it, to get yourself in the right direction, and then start moving forward in that direction and apply all your energy, all your focus that we've been talking about earlier in the week to it, because where focus goes, as we said, energy flows. You need to be in control. Yesterday, and these next 2 days, I'm taking part in a excuse me, in a summit, an online virtual event, right? It's called Time to Rise by Tony Robbins. Um, and yeah, I've was fortunate enough back in 2016 for my wife and I to go to a Tony Robbins event, Unleash Power Within, in Dallas, Texas. We're live there. It was an amazing experience, right? And had a breakthrough while I was there on certain things, on one main thing. But then yesterday in the summit, the day one of the summit, um, towards the end, he starts talking about something new that I hadn't heard him talk about before, where he starts describing us individually as having four archetypes, right? Four personalities within you that run who you are, how you think, how you operate, and the decisions that you make, right? How you execute upon things. One being the warrior, that person that is just ready to fight, defend, go through, run through walls, and make things happen that just need to get done without any sort of fear. Then you have the second, which is the magician, the part of you that thinks through issues and comes up with the solutions to things that may arise in your life, that may happen in your life, right? And you need to have that type of mentality as well, that type of personality as well. And a lot of people lack that, right? Everybody just, most people will get upset and start just yelling and screaming and kicking and clawing at things because they're so pissed off, right? Or they're the type of person who will just go in a rage to defend whatever it is or whomever it may be. And that's all great, right? We need to have that. But you also need to have that magician part of you who can think things through, who is in control, who can see, hey, there's a roadblock right here. This is how we're going to overcome it. So you need to have that control over your mind, right? And he went on to describe having the lover, which is the compassionate person, the one who has caring and loving for not just yourself but other people, and then lastly, the sovereign person, the one who understands that you are your own person. You are the king in your life, the queen in your life, and not the social media type. I'm a king. No, man. The one that is completely in control of your life. But you need to have control of your mind in order to have control of your life. If you're not that kind of person, you're not that kind of person who can control your mind, what you're thinking, how you're feeling, how you're responding to things, how you're acting on things, because it all starts up here, right? This can control this. So think about that today as you go about your day. Figure out, what type of person am I? Am I really a person who is in control of my life, my thoughts, my actions, my decisions? Or am I a person who reacts? Does life happen to you or for you? Do you run your day, or is it the day run you? Are you in charge of your life, or is life in charge of you? Is the world controlling you? Are you a leader or are you a follower? Always choose leader. As difficult as it is, right? You hear the saying all the time: choose hard, choose the difficult path, because that's going to make you better. I hope you guys have a great Friday, and big shout out to Jackson, our 17-year-old man. You've heard me talk about him and his films and things that he's got going on. Well, today we're going to awards ceremony or a ceremony for a film contest that he's got one of his short films on. So big shout out to Jackson. Proud of you, man. Keep it up. Keep going. Proud of each and every one of you as well. Go on out there and kick ass today. Make it a great day and make this weekend the best weekend you've had so far in your life to date. You guys take care. We'll talk soon. Back in here tomorrow, 8:15 a.m. and throughout the day. Follow us on social medias. Manufactured Home Sales Mastery.com is the website. I can't wait to meet you.